back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room, run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Then Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dancing dress that had a slit on the side, clean up to my hip. It was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. Sitting back from the looking glass there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. She said, "Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down." Mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on my neck and she kissed my cheek. Then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at her pitiful shack and then she looked at me and drew a ragged breath. She said, "Your pa's runned off, I'm real sick, and the baby's gonna starve to death." She handed me a heart-shaped locket to say, "To thine own self be true." And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else that was talking, asking, "Mama, what do I do?" She said, "Just be nice to the gentleman, fancy, they'll be nice to you." She said, "Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have, well, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, now your mama's gonna move you uptown." Well, that was the last time I saw my mom when I left that rickety shack. The welfare people came and took the baby, mama died, and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate have started to turn, and for me there was no way out. It wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mom had been talking about. I knew what I had to do when I made myself this solemn vow, that I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know, I might have been born just plain white trash, but fancy wasn't my name. She said, "Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have, well, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, now your mama's gonna move you uptown."